For us, Microsoft and Deutsche Telekom, this is a great today, and therefore we are kicking off a newly shaped partnership between our two houses. We will collaborate more intensively to deliver a high-performance cloud services between Microsoft and Deutsche Telekom. So Satya, great having you here on the call. So how are you looking on these challenges which we are facing during COVID since the beginning of that year?
The kind of constraints the pandemic has created for our society and our economy is not something that any of us would have anticipated. But yet, here we were able to sustain economic activity or education activity and other activities in spite of all these constraints, thanks to the work you do with the networks you build and the connectivity you create and some of the digital technologies.
The customers really asked us for help. How can you bring, first, people into the home office? And that was the first thing. And in the home office, people asked, we need connectivity. And on top of the connectivity, said, how can we collaborate and how can we digital work from home? And this is what our partnership is about. How can we shape now the way going forward that we really become into a digital society which is using the tools which Microsoft and DT provides?
We, on an instant basis, had to really come up with a solution for remote everything, whether it was remote work, remote education, remote healthcare, remote manufacturing. It's not just about any one part. It's about the end-to-end. You have to have the connectivity. You need to have that network. You need to have the software tools. All of them need to come together. And what you just talked about is probably the great opportunity we have to take Microsoft 365, Office 365, Teams with the core capabilities of Deutsche Telekom and make it available to all the businesses out there.
Look, I just tried to reiterate one important point. The capabilities of your cloud infrastructure in combination with the AI capabilities which you provide and the connectivity based on fiber, so high bandwidth connectivity, or 5G services, which we are, developing at high speed with 17 billion investments on an annual basis. Just Deutsche Telekom. This is the way and the basis of what we're doing.
One thing that I know, Tim, is something that you're passionate about. It's something that Deutsche Telekom has been doing tremendous work on is education.
In the education sector, we were facing, especially here in the German environment, we were facing that, they were not prepared. They were not prepared for the home office education. They were not prepared for the digitization of the education. And Deutsche Telekom is able to provide immediately high bandwidth for 17,000 schools, without digging the ground. The schools with connectivity is nice, but they need more. They need a cloud to administration, and they need a cloud even for the education piece. And this is something which we are able jointly to provide as partners. There is this piece of single sign-on for the students. There's this piece of the administration of teachers. There's this way of bringing all the content into the cloud infrastructure. And by the way, even handling this on the ground in the municipalities.
No, absolutely. And you can count on us to partner deeply with you on that mission, Tim, to have that impact in coming, because I think we will need to recover and recover fast as a society and as an economy. And we will really want to do the best work that two organizations are capable of. And I'm very confident of that.
Thank you again for this productive work. And thank you to all your people in the organization who supported us so far. And now we're approaching the market.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you to you and the Deutsche Telekom team.